Hello there, folks. Welcome to my humble abode, Mi Casa, Su Whataburger. I'm Tom Parrott. You may recognize me from a series of wanted posters in the lower Oklahoma area for running out on gambling debts, or from our weekly show here with Michael DeWitt, Power Selling 101, live from the San Antonio Learning Annex. Now, Michael is taking care of family matters for a couple of weeks, and I don't mean that rapscallion Urkel. I mean his real expanded family. So while he takes his leave, we here at Power Selling 101 of the Learning Annex have decided to bring in some guest instructors. We have a wonderful guest coming in tonight. So excited to have this lady teaching all about how to do some Christmas and holiday decorating for you and your own families. So, Michael, I hope you're watching. You figure out how to baby-proof that tinsel. Please give a warm San Antonio Learning Annex welcome to Melania.
Hello, Tom Patriot.
Hello, Melania. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming to us all the way.
Thank you.
Live from the White House. Is that flag at half-mast because your husband lost?
Yes, it is very good of you to know that. However, with a name like Tom Patriot, I must assume that you also believe that the election was stealed.
Well, I actually didn't vote. My voter registration has been out of the game for quite some time, so I don't mess around in matters of elections.
I see, Tom Patriot. That is okay. Where are you? You are at Vati's Burger?
Yeah, it's a converted Whataburger that I live in. We have one employee. Yeah, it's Cheryl right there. She doesn't actually work at any sort of burger cooking capacity. I just pay her to eat and make it look like this place is a real functioning restaurant.
Is this normal life for American people?
I'd say so. You know, I feel like a lot of people are just sort of living a sham existence.
Do you own largest Vati's Burger in all of America?
No, I wish I did. That one's, oh, God. I mean,
see.
probably the one.
I see.
There's a few in Arizona that are popping up, and now they got this new Chicago firm taking over the firm. I don't know what's going to happen to Whataburgers. I'm just happy to have a little slice of the pie.
I see. Tom Patriot, as you know, I have come today to tutor the people about how to make wonderful Christmas decoration.
Yes, I'm very excited for your work here. I do know that you just released your Christmas decorations for the White House there, your last
Correct.
round. Yeah.
Correct. Yes. The first one I want to show you, I have three that I would like to demonstrate for you.
Okay.
Number one is very special to me. Do you see this little man?
I do see that little man. That's a little Santa Claus, it looks
This little man, what we are going to do to make very special Christmas decorations is we are going to take this little man and this knife, and we are going to stab him in the back.
Oh.
Do you see? Do you see how nice?
It's an easier way. Is that a chocolate man? Is that a chocolate Santa Claus?
It is chocolate Santa Claus, but you know what it symbolizes to me is when you are first lady and you stab your best friend in the back, and your best friend turn around and stab you in the back and make recording of you at your weakest moment and distribute recording to liberal media.
Oh, okay. So it's a highly personal decoration. Okay, I see that, and you get to eat the little man afterwards. I wish you probably got to eat your friend.
Well, as you have probably been, if you have watched the news, you would see that all of Trumps are now cannibalizing.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of cannibalism going on in there now. It seems like there's a lot of eating of the rich. You know how people always say eat the rich? It's like you guys really took up on that.
True. I'm glad you are so observant, Tom Patriot.
Listen, just because I don't vote, don't mean I don't pay attention, Melania.
You are living up to your name.
Well, thank you.
Let's see. Oh, I have another one. I want to show you on screen because I take picture so that you can see perfectly. But I call this one the white trash Christmas decoration.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Do you see?
Oh wow,
Do you?
that's a very. I see that. That is very nice. That's your.
Thank you.
That's most of
Thank
the
you.
family.
That is most of, well, it is not really my family, but
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
you're like a double stepmom.
you could say. But the reason why I like these decorations is because when you're done with it, you can throw it in the trash.
And that just.
Especially the one with Ivanka face on it. Yes,
Oh yeah, well that's got the least luster out of all of them.
I agree.
I would definitely say you're gonna throw two of them in a jail cell and Ivanka in the trash probably.
That would make me also very happy, Tom Patriots.
Well, I hope to make you happy, Melania. That's all. I'm here from on behalf of the Learning Annex as an official ambassador. So, just want to
Oh,
make sure you
wonderful.
enjoy your time in our digital space.
I have met many ambassadors in my time
Oh,
in the White House, as you probably know.
from like the Brooklyn Learning Annex or like Omaha.
Well, I was thinking more like Germany, but also too, those are nice.
They
Very
got a
nice,
Learning
yes.
Annex in Germany.
Yes, they do have learning annex in Germany, as a matter of fact. Yes, they have learning annex in Germany. They have many schools, many schools
Interesting. I might have to see about an exchange program.
in Germany. Yes,
Well,
they have good Wiener schnitzels. You would like?
I do love myself a nice pork cutlet.
Ah, I have one more decoration I want to show you.
Please show away.
It is in very nice red folder. This is not directed at anybody in particular. I just thought it would be funny and cute if I wrote divorce letter, but it is not addressed to anybody.
All right.
Can you see?
Yeah. Do you want me to read this?
If you can see.
I can see. Yeah. Okay. Dear Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States, you are fired from this marriage. Okay. Oh, now he lost it there. Now you vanished like you're actually
Well, I
going to
read
vanish
it
from the
for
White
you.
House.
It says, now the rest, I did not hear you.
Oh, I was just saying, like the rest of y'all are going to vanish from the White House. That letter vanished from the screen.
Oh, you're making joke because we are leaving White House.
Yeah.
Or so you think. So you think. My husband is authoritarian. So we see.
I mean, that's true.
Yes. The rest of the letter says, you are fired from this marriage. I am keep the money. Be best bitch. Melanie. But it is not specific to anybody.
Okay. We do have a question from the chat. I'm sure we might have some more based on that letter and the authoritarian dealings y'all are doing. But they do. Nerdy Girl Renee wants to know if the Don Jr. Ornament, if that comes filled with cocaine.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Always cocaine. Cocaine, yes.
All right.
With this family, always cocaines.
I guess that's probably good news. I feel like Nerdy Girl Renee would not be asking about it if she were not hoping that there would be cocaine.
The Don Jr. one has cocaine. The Ivanka one is filled with doggy poop.
What about Eric?
What is it? Oh, this one. He is like almost not existing. Eric is filled with shredded tax returns that they try to subpoena from the New York Attorney General's office.
Wow. All right. Well, that's a nice hearty feeling. That's better than any Ferrero Rocher that I'm gonna get. Now, let's take a look at some decorations. You know, you are here. You're teaching a class. Clearly, you're an expert in Christmas decorating.
Correct.
And we're happy to have you here with us tonight. So we do have some students from the Learning Annex, presumably, maybe some other folks who are interested in checking out and seeing what you have to offer. So can we go ahead and start bringing in some students? Are you ready for your first student?
Yes, definitely. Let us meet these people.
All right, let us meet these people indeed. Okay, your first student coming through is going to be Mrs. Blakesley Manor.
Blakesley Manor.
Mrs. Blakesley, there
Hi.
she is.
Hi. It's actually Ms. Blakesley Manor.
Miss
Oh,
Blakesley
Ms.
Miss
Manor.
I
Newly.
apologize.
Why do you go
Newly.
by Miss Blakesley Manor?
I just left my sack of shit husband.
Really? That is very
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting when I found out he was cheating on me with all of my friends, pretty much.
Oh, cheating on you is reason for leaving marriage?
Oh, yeah. And, all of the other stuff too, withholding my allowance from me, not letting me go on shopping sprees.
Oh, that sounds like a very difficult situation. Like when I was little girl living in Soviet Union controlled Slovenia.
Oh my God, that sounds really hard.
Yeah, I agree. It was very difficult, but your situation sounds much worse.
Yeah, and you're so pretty now, so it must be better,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Miss Blakesley Manor, did you bring Christmas decorations that you are able to make?
Yeah, so before I start decorating this year, I wanted to find a way to DIY and, just recycle things that I had from around the house. So I started with all the jewelry that my ex-husband Philip gave me throughout our 5 years of marriage. And I made this ornament out of the first diamond necklace he ever bought me.
wow. That's
Yeah.
a hefty looking ornament. Is that completely covered in diamond particles and diamond bits?
Yeah, it's valued at over $25,000.
Wow.
So you get a divorce, but you get to keep you get to keep the jewelry.
Yeah, you know what? When I found out about the fifth friend of mine who he was cheating on me with, I was like, you know what? I'm leaving and I'm taking the Rolls Royce and the Land Rover and all the furniture and all of my jewelry, of course.
Uh huh. Of
So,
course.
so everything has been working out really, really well.
Do you hear this, Tom Patriot? It sounds like you can leave marriage and maintain wealth.
This is, I mean, that's news to me. I've never gotten married because I feel like I'd be too afraid of losing what I had if something were to go sour. So I've been a confirmed bachelor for pretty much all my days. But if I could get married and leave the relationship and still maintain this lifestyle that I got, I mean I you understand, Ms. Manor, you seem to have a curated lifestyle. You seem to like a woman of means.
Yeah, I'm actually richer than I was when I was still married to my husband. In divorce, I'm richer than I was
Really?
before. Yeah,
How do you richer in divorce if you're married to a rich man?
you just have to get a really good lawyer, honey, and don't sign anything. Okay, don't sign if they give you a prenup, don't sign that. Just don't sign anything.
I
Now,
see.
okay, so what in your experience, if you're going to get married again, what would you make sure happens on the next go round?
I would make sure I marry someone way richer, someone who's gonna let me spend as much money as I want without giving me like any shit about it.
Okay.
And somebody who just leaves me alone. Like, I don't want to like talk to you. I don't want to kiss you. Like,
Yes, I agree. Miss Blakesley Manor, it sounds like you have left marriage even though your husband cheated on you but was still rich. So if your husband cheated on you but was no longer rich and no longer president, do you think you would stay in this marriage?
um, no.
Oh
Or
dear.
sorry, are you talking about a friend
No,
or?
no, no, nobody specific. I'm not talking about anybody in particular.
Yeah, no, that sounds like that sucks.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I don't know, like how much money, like theoretically, do they have now?
I think like less than $0. I really do.
Yeah, I would I would say that sucks and like this made up person should leave and just do what
Wow.
I did.
Yeah, you
Just
have
do what I
amazing
did.
life.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like 10 times better than how it was before, let me tell you.
Where do you live now?
Well, right now I'm actually in a hotel because this is my tiny hotel Christmas tree. I'm
I see.
actually yeah, my house is being renovated. I just bought a new one and we're currently in the process of doing a $2.5 million renovation. So I can't like live there right
You said
Dang.
that you are richer now. How did you get richer now than when you were married?
now. Well, so like my husband was cheating on me a bunch, and so I just told my lawyer like, oh, my husband's like cheating on me a bunch, and they were like, that's great. Like, did you sign anything? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, did you sign something when you first got married to him? And I said, no. And they're like, well, if he's cheating on you, then it's his fault. And like the court's going to find him guilty in the divorce. And you can basically ask for however much you want.
Oh, you took everything.
I took everything. Like he has like nothing.
Wow. What do you think about these Tom Patriots?
I'm you know I'm glad that you really, Ms. Manor, that you really took your you took your power in this situation, right? It's not easy to do, especially given how many of your friends you probably also had to cut out of your life in addition to this toxic husband, ex-husband.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of new friends now because I'm really rich. So everybody wants to be friends with me.
Do you have do you find making the new friends difficult at all? Like, do they just pretty much like whatever you like because you got the bankroll?
Well, a lot of my friends are like people who work for me. Like my first three assistants are like my three best friends. Um, and my chef is really nice to me. She's super sweet. My housekeeper, she's so sweet. Um,
You have many servants?
they're yeah, well, they're like friends who work for me.
Or you have friends that work for you? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they're my
wish
friends. Yeah.
that that's how we feel.
Yeah, you have one person that works for you in Burger, right? That's
And
what you said.
and my other friend is my boss, Michael DeWitt. But we
What?
developed more of a familial relationship over these past several months doing power selling together. So I hope that you find that with your employee friends.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're basically like family. Like they listen to me talk about my problems all day. It's so nice.
Yeah, Melania, you have a lot of friends who work for you too, right? I would imagine that
I
you're.
did. I
Oh,
did. I did. They have all turned their back on me. All of them.
Oh my god.
Yes. Very most recently, as you probably heard, tape of me saying, "Who gives fuck about Christmas?" You know? This
Yeah,
was supposed to
honestly,
be my friend.
yeah, your friend should not have thrown you under the bus like that. Like that sounds like my friend Tina, and you should just like cut her out of your life. You don't need that.
Yeah, well, I did, but it was too late. Also, kind of little bit of a snag was I threw her under the bus first, but details.
listen,
Yeah,
buses passing the night. It happens all the time. All right, people toss each other under the bus. That's part of what this country's all about.
That's correct. Bus talk.
absolutely.
Who can get tossed under the bus first? An American. I'll tell you what. Now I feel
Absolutely.
like Ms. Blakesley Manor. We do have other students who are looking to get some Christmas decorating tips, but you seem to you came to us. You didn't even need any tips. You have your act together. Melania, I don't know about you, but I do feel like it would be nice for her to finally get some decorations up on that holiday tree. Maybe put that up on the tree for us.
Oh, that is very beautiful. Miss Blakesley Manor, perhaps that I send you my stabbed in the back Christmas decorations.
I would love that. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
wait, can we get lunch sometime?
Definitely we can, yes. Of course, I want to learn more about life after divorce for no particular reason.
Of course. I'd be happy to chat, okay?
All
I
right.
like you.
Jeez.
You're my new friend.
You two are really gonna get along, I think. This is a fortuitous meeting.
I agree. Hopefully
my
there are
new
no buses
friend.
nearby.
No, no buses.
Rich people don't need to take buses, so y'all are gonna be a match made in heaven. Ms. Manor, thanks so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you both.
Oh my God, girl.
I liked her very much. She was very nice girl.
So nice. Such a. You know, I do feel like maybe you do need somebody like her in your life, Melania. Somebody who's got a bunch of friends and money and isn't lying about it.
Correct. Yes, the most I have at this moment is probably trash woman Ivanka, who is pretty useless person, I think.
Right.
I should not be talking this much trash, Tom Patriots.
Why? It's your time. You can do whatever you want with it. You can talk as much trash as you like.
Yes, what we say in the what is burger stays in the what is burger.
Right. Well, I mean that rule applies. You'd have to come here to the Whataburger physically for that rule to apply. But you're welcome anytime you like. I'll send you the address. I keep it pretty well locked down.
Yes, I think it's a good idea for me to see how the American people are living, no?
Yeah, I'll send you my private link. I know that stuff never gets leaked out of you guys' info anymore, so...
No, not since, what's his name? The last one that got fired. I can't keep track, but not since he got fired. The leaking has stopped.
I was going to say Brad Parscale, but he got fired a long time ago. I'm not sure
Yes.
who's even still around anymore. But I do know who our next guest is, and this actually... We're really bringing in the celebs tonight. The Learning Annex budget must be insane this Christmas season. I hope we get some nice bonuses. Melania, this is a lady who's a friend of yours, actually. We have Amy Coney Barrett, newest Supreme Court Justice. There she is. Hello there.
Hello, Amy.
Oh, hello, Melania. It's so good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too, Amy. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I love Jesse and I love the Christmas season.
Oh, you like it? You like the Christmas seasons? Amy Coney Barrett, I have a question for you. You are a Supreme Court Justice. Does that mean you are like God?
My faith runs very deep, and I would never dare to compare myself to God or my husband.
So you are not God, and you are not man.
No, I'm really just a mouthpiece for my husband and for men.
Ah, this is very interesting.
I think men know what's best because God was a man. So it's important to think like a man, and if you can't, ask a man and deliver his message.
That's my favorite Steve Harvey book.
Oh, absolutely. He's overcome such travesty in his life.
What is Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey he hosts Family Feud and a few other game shows, but he has a book series that's the Think Like a Man series. So he's got Think Like a Man, and then he has Think Like a Man to be a mouthpiece for a woman, and then the one that Ms. Barrett just mentioned. That's very long, but it's the most memorable one of the whole bunch.
We wish we could go on Family Feud, but our family is too big.
You could compete against each other.
Oh, now there's a thought.
Amy Coney Barrett, I'm glad that Tom Patriot has invited you here because I have another question for you.
Please.
is woman allowed to get divorced from man, or is it illegal?
No, unfortunately, it's illegal according to the original text of the Bible.
I see.
I happen to have one with me. I can pull up.
Oh, wow.
Some of the laws if you'd like. Just off the top of my head, for the woman which hath an husband is bound by law to her husband so long as he liveth, but if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband.
Okay. Well, I have a question about that one. So are you familiar with the Santa Claus?
Yes, a man, a very attractive man with a lot of wealth.
Yes. Well, yes, exactly. So he fell off the roof, and that means he died, right? And then there was a new Santa that came formed. But what happens to the Mrs. Claus in that situation? Does she still have to honor the new Santa even though the original one has died, just because Santa seems to transcend humanity and souls, or what's the legality there? I'm not sure how Santa fits into Christian doctrine.
Well, I think Santa fits best into Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So I think in that case, Mrs. Claus had to die.
Mrs. Claus, I have another question about the Bible verses you have just read it. It sounds like woman can get divorced if husband die with cleaver. Is that correct?
It's really the husband. If the husband dies, the wife has to go with him, unfortunately, according to Genesis. So, yes, and.
So it's a double whammy.
It is.
Die and die.
You gotta die, and you gotta die too. So, wow. I mean, that really packs a wallop.
That is what they originally intended in the Bible, and I think it's very important to interpret it as the people who wrote it intended, because that was the message.
I mean, you can't. I mean, that book says it's the Living Bible. So does that text update at all, or is that just like set in stone, set in tablets? We can't do nothing about that.
Is there a refresh button on Bible?
No reset. No, I appreciate humor. I am a person, and no, it is the Living Bible. I feed it every day.
Oh, okay. Like Audrey 2 from the Little Shop of Horrors. Where do you stand on Audrey 2 from the Little Shop of Horrors? Is that an abomination? Is that like a demon or something?
Remind me. Okay, Audrey 2 is the plant that eats a person.
Right, and then other people. There more than one people.
Well, murder is a sin, so I think that would apply to plants as well.
Oh,
okay.
I see. What about, I have question about what if man is cheating on his wife many times? Is it allowed because man is like what you're saying, superior?
Yeah, I think I have something here. Yes, Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
What is whoremonger?
Oh, I got. A whoremonger is like a. You know how in Slovenia they have like a fishmonger?
Okay,
And they
yes.
sell the fish.
Yes, the fish.
So whoremonger is that, but for prostitutes and sex workers.
I see. Like gigolo.
A
Gigolo. Is that what
gigolo's
you say?
yeah, gigolo would be part of the wares of a whoremonger.
Pimple? Pimp?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Ms. Barrett, you look uncomfortable. Is there something that we're saying that's causing you discomfort here? I know we haven't talked at all about Christmas decorations the entire time you've been on, which is presumably
This
why
is
you
my
come here.
Christmas decoration.
Oh, well, we're doing fine then. Why am I getting all self-conscious?
Oh, so you make this one by feeding it. Feeding the Bible.
Exactly. The Bible will feed our souls as long as we live by the exact wording.
What are you feeding? What are you feeding this Bible?
Yeah, what do you feed your Bible to get the best growth? Or lack of growth, I guess. You get stagnation.
I feed it live mice, and any live animal will do, really. So I don't ask. Jesse takes care of it.
I see. I did see you had some sort of maybe a bookmark or something in there. It looked like is there something in the middle of it there?
Well, sometimes I like to just insert my phone with some quotes.
Oh, okay. So it can, but you've trained the Bible to not eat the phone.
Exactly, and it gives me a nice face light when I read it. I like to look good.
But Amy Conneberry, does that not mean that your Bible do have refresh button?
Yes, it does. And so the bad news is, Melania, you can't get divorced. It's a sin, but God will judge your husband.
Oh, don't worry, Amy. I was not going to get divorced. I was not talking about anybody in particular. I was just, curious about certain subject. That is all. But no divorcing for me. No.
Whew. I was nervous. I was afraid I was gonna get an earful on, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know he call you all the time.
He
to
does.
ask you.
We joke around. We're good buds.
What's your favorite joke that he tells you, Amy? Is there like a particular subject he goes on about? Melania, you ever hear anything? Amy, either of y'all? I just love getting this hot political goss.
It's really funny. He likes to say he loves knock jokes.
He do like the knock joke. He always telling me, Melania, when you going to dye your hair blonde so you look more like Ivanka? That is his joke to me.
That's really, I find it funny. I think it's his right to say things like that. My favorite that he does is knock.
Who's there?
My penis. And then he shows me his penis.
Oh, he does that to you too?
Yeah, it's just all in good fun, because his penis is who's really leading the country. So I follow his orders.
Yeah, that is good observation. I did not think of it like that. He does show his penis to a lot of people who did not ask for it.
Amy, who in the? I feel like you're an expert in this, and this is the last question I have. We do have other students that we have to get to, Melania. So if you have anything else to add after this, feel free. Who in the Bible has the best penis? I hear people talk about Jesus's abs all the time, but nobody seems to talk about his penis. I don't even. If that leads me to believe that he might not have a roaring hog.
I gotta say, Tom Parrott, I'm surprised you wouldn't know.
Well, there's just so many great penises in the Bible. This is a matter of opinion. I feel like, I want to know what you think is, since you're such a scholar.
God. God is very well endowed. He has the biggest penis of all in the world. And when we die, which will be very soon, once the judgment comes, we will all get to experience that giant penis.
Wow, this is, they say that you should not be afraid of death, and now I am no longer afraid of death.
God bless you, Melania. May you have a long, long, long marriage with that wonderful husband of yours.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that, really.
Well, thanks so much. The Honorable Justice Amy Coney Barrett, thanks so much for coming through. I really learned a lot today, so I did not expect that, but here we are, and there you go. Thanks so much for coming through.
Merry Christmas. No acknowledgement of any of the other holidays, and God bless you whether you believe in God or not.
We have some very interesting answers from the chat about what the best biblical penis is.
Really?
Yeah, we have Power Selling 101, who I would assume is Michael watching from paternity leave, saying Solomon, but also it makes a great reference. You walk up to the pearly gates, you've been walking up God's penis the whole time, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
We're King Nebuchadnezzar. We have Moses from Nerdy Girl Renee, who also this is a question you can answer. They want to know if Donald Trump's penis looks like a mushroom.
Yes, it looks like mushroom, but it depends on what kind of mushroom you're talking about, because there are many different kinds of mushroom.
Right.
Have you seen the little stringy ones? Look like that.
The ones that kind of do a lot of curling around and then have a little thing right there?
Yes, correct. Like a silly straw, but small and white.
Oh, okay. Or and it shoots out silly string, I'd imagine.
Sure, it certainly does shoot out the silly strings. Yes, you are correct about that, depending on, what is for dinner, which is usually a hamburger.
We also have... honestly, the best answer from the chat, Samson, who has a great penis until he manscapes. That's top tier Biblery right there.
You know who I think is the best penis in the Bible is probably the My Pillow guy. Is he from the Bible? I think so. Yes.
No, he loves the Bible, but he's not a character in the Bible. I am surprised he doesn't sell a pillow that is Bible shaped.
Well, I thought he was in the Bible because, the pillows, when you see the pictures of the heaven, you see the white fluffy clouds, they look like pillows.
Well, he's done a lot of crack, and they didn't have crack in Bible times.
Crack? You mean the cocaine for poor people?
Well, yeah, but, now he's rich, so it's cocaine for rich people also. You don't want to discriminate. Correct. Anybody of any sort of wealth or class background can do crack, so that's a common misconception. I'm glad that we have rich people doing crack now to really show that you can get to that point.
I am glad that we had this conversation, because now that we are enlightened, we can move on.
Let's move on to our next person coming asking about Christmas decorations. That is Barry White.
Hey, hi, how you guys doing?
Barry White, hello.
Hey Barry, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Melania? Melania, you doing good?
I am doing good, Barry. You look like you look like very distinguished man. What is your career and income?
Well, I am a lawyer. That's You
are a lawyer?
Yeah, it was my law office that apparently got this message about this learning annex.
What kind of law do you practice?
Well, specifically divorce.
Oh, really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That is very interesting. Don't you think so, Tom Patriot?
Yeah, I was going to say that's awfully convenient. Barry, that's really remarkable that you just showed up here on a time when we have Melania as a guest. Now, you ever represent high-profile divorces?
Well, I not marriages. I did help. Michael Jackson had that chimpanzee.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah, I did help him with. He got divorced in their relationship. So I did help with that.
Oh, I always thought Bubbles emancipated himself. I didn't realize that was a divorce. I guess I shouldn't have watched. I feel like I watched not enough documentaries.
It should have been an emancipation, but we actually were able to get him more money by doing it as a divorce.
Did Bubbles get many of the wealth from the relationship?
About about half of what Thriller made.
Wow, that is a lot of money. Yes,
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
nice work.
You're a successful lawyer.
Successful is such a specific term, and so is lawyer. Very specific words, and I don't like to use specificity in how I work with the law.
I'm not asking for any particular reason,
Well, I mean, sure. Just after watching a few of this episode, I was invited to. Okay.
So we have you here asking. This is the Christmas decorating seminar, and we're curious. What you like to do. What sort of tips you need from our wonderful guest instructor.
Well, I was thinking of giving this mug to one of my partners.
To one of your partners at your very successful law firm?
Again, successful is a little specific. But yeah, it's I figured this might be a good gift for one of them. They're turning 40. So
okay.
Lordy.
I look 30, act 20, feel like 60. I must be 40.
Must be 40. I got it 3 years ago when I turned 40.
This is joke?
I think it's supposed to be.
It's a joke in the way, like, it's the kind of joke you kind of nod at instead of laugh at,
Yep. Yeah, kind of just inhale through the nose.
Nodding joke.
Yeah, it's a joke where you just kind of go, huh. It's more of a like a theoretical.
Yeah, it is defined as a joke.
It is joke where you think I heard this now, I have not heard it 20 seconds ago. We're just going to go ahead and move on. That kind of joke.
Right.
Exactly.
The best way to put it, Melania. Nice work.
Thank you.
Perfect mug joke. Perfect mug joke.
Correct.
Well, that's not exactly decoration, but you are decorating someone's potential living space there, and that's a good good approach. It shows that you really care. I think when you're giving a gift to somebody else. I myself am an expert gift giver, and if I were to get a gift like that when I was 40 years old from my lawyer, I would probably make sure that I re-up every single year.
Yeah. I mean, again, let's not go with lawyer too much. Let's not say that too many times. But I guess I kind of want tips on wrapping it. It's weird. It's indented and been used.
Well, Barry White, I guess my first question for you would be, if you're a successful lawyer, why are you not getting your partner like Rolex watch or something?
Well, law is a tough business. And especially divorce law, it gets dirty, it gets messy, and it can be a very stressful time. That's why I don't like to rely on it too much, but in stressful situations, a mug of gin is a great way to get you through it.
Oh, is that all gin?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I mean, gin is a very Christmassy beverage. I always thought that gin tasted like a pine tree.
It does taste like a pine tree, yeah.
Felt very festive. It's like I would much rather drink a mug of gin than a mug of eggnog. I still don't understand the appeal to eggnog, even with the rum in it. It's like just cake batter.
Well, I mean, eggnog is a wonderful drink for this time of year. I have dealt with that in law before. A couple had a very old bottle of eggnog. Apparently, that makes it better, and they were fighting over it in the custody battle.
What if somebody who is not me came to you, Barry White, and they said, will you represent me in divorce case and get me the same money that you got Bubbles the monkey?
Well, that's Michael Jackson money. I don't know if your husband would have that kind of money.
It is not my husband.
Right. If it, if it was just any sort of divorce, not a specific divorce. The biggest thing is you want to focus on the other spouse's lawyer and what they're doing. So, like, just for example, if Rudy Giuliani happened to be, your lawyer for your husband that you'd be divorcing, not to name anyone specifically, but like Rudy Giuliani, just as an example, just mimic everything they did.
So you're thinking that Rudy Giuliani is giving good legal advice?
Well, here's the thing. Whether it's good or bad, if you do the same thing, they can't beat you.
I never think of it that way.
But then, I mean, if you're going to do that, then you really have to put it like you got to buy hair dye and get hair dye that's so bad it's running down your face. Like, that's prop comedy at that point. Like, you're getting into some carrot top legal strategies. I don't know. It seems kind of dicey. It's a dicey maneuver is all I'm saying, Barry.
Hey, if you're a good lawyer, you can do it. And just saying, I already have Four Seasons landscaping on speed dial. So,
You are a fast worker, I must say. You are very fast.
Oh, we're very fast here at what I won't call my law offices, but you can refer to as my law offices.
I mean, somebody with a Joel Embiid jersey in the background says they know Four Seasons landscape, and I do believe that. So, Melania, I'm not sure if you know, Joel is a NBA player for a team that's in Philadelphia, which is where Four Seasons landscaping exists.
You got to trust the process, and sometimes that process involves divorce law.
I see. Do you have name on your law firm? Is it like Barry White, White and Parker?
Well, we have a PO box that is attached to a Jersey Mike's. So if you just address it to the PO box at Jersey Mike's on 38th Street, we'll be able to get whatever you send that way.
Okay.
Are you saying you're not a lawyer?
No, of course I am a lawyer. Obviously, I'm a very good lawyer, but just economically, it makes sense to have the mailbox at the Jersey Mike's. I'm already picking up lunch there.
Right. I mean, that's just common sense. Melania, I feel like sometimes you gotta go with the most efficient route. I understand. That's why I always make sure anytime I need to pick up supplies for here, I always do it as efficiently as I can. I go to the Army surplus store that is less than a block away. All right, and I can throw a grappling hook and hit that thing, which I can also buy at the Army surplus store.
It's true.
What is grappling hook?
Yeah, it's a hook you use to scale buildings. You get a nice little lasso of it going, sort of, and then you fling it, and then you hook it onto a thing, and then you climb up there.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. That is something I would like to try to do.
Well, you ever come down to the Whataburger, I can show you how to do it.
Well, I was thinking maybe I swing hook. I hook it on top of the White House, and then I'm climbing up like this.
If you fall, we can sue the White House too.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could probably get some legal liability stuff in there. Barry might be a good contact for you.
If the White House isn't built for grappling hooks, there's a suit there, definitely.
I like the way your mind works, Barry White.
Now, Barry, unfortunately, we do have to get to our final student of the evening to make sure we get Miss Melania here back to bed in time. So thanks so much for coming through.
Sure, and any legal advice you might need, just reach out to that Jersey Mike's on 38th, and and Barry White will help you out.
All right. Wow, Melania, you really are changing hearts and changing minds here tonight. And I do apologize. I realize it is a whopping almost 1 o'clock in the morning where you are in the White House. But are you usually up this late?
Yes, I am usually up this late because you know what? My husband is usually tweeting. And, when he's tweeting, he's also screaming. And I cannot sleep when he is tweeting.
He screams and tweets at the same time like a dictation machine?
I think it is. I don't know if it is this specific. I think it is just a pure outburst of rage. So it is typing and screaming, Fox News, typing and screaming. Like this.
Interesting.
Yes. So, 3 o'clock in the morning, we are still up.
Well, I never would have guessed that. That makes a lot of sense, though, now that I think about it. Well, let's go ahead. We have one final student we're going to bring on. Just before we get to our final student, I do want to thank the Learning Annex for having our guest in here today and our hosts on all the UHF and digital channels, most particularly the Pack Theater. If you like what you see, go ahead and toss a couple bucks into their digital jar at Venmo, at Pack-Theater. I'm sure that somebody's going to put that in the chat right there for all you fine folks. We'll send it out in the penny saver to all you locals here in San Antone. Now let's go ahead and bring on our final guest. This is actually somebody who we've had on Power Selling before, and we just figured that they might be a great fit to meet you, Melania. So please give a warm welcome to Dame Coochie Drench.
Yes, hello, good evening, good, whatever time zone you're in.
Dame Coochie Drench, you are Dame like you have been, you are part of the British Royal Order?
Yes, I have been knighted, I have been knighted. The Queen could not find a sword in time, so she just used a plastic knife that came with her lunch.
Oh, so you are Dame with plastic knife, but plastic knifed.
Yes, exactly. Plastic knifed.
I am very honored to meet you, Dame.
It's an honor to meet you too, as well as a lady of state.
Thank you, Dame. Dame, I have noticed that you are living in quite. Your backgrounds are very exquisite. Where are you living?
This whole thing. I'm at my cousin's house. I'm at my cousin's Nate's house. He's the one with the good internet.
Your cousin Nate?
Yes, my cousin Nate.
Nate Drench.
Nate Drench.
I thought I recognized. I've seen some of that. I watched the Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous episode at Nate Drench's house.
Yes.
I recognize that chaise long right there in the back.
He did a full episode. He did not know that was happening that day. So it was all quite unexpected. But the episode turned out marvelously.
Dame Coochie Drench, are you married?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not married. I did have the good fortune to have my husband die 3 months into our marriage.
That is good fortune.
That is extremely good fortune.
Yes.
Especially considering the circumstances that you're under. I would consider that quite fortuitous.
Correct. Oh, yes. No, I am very happily married. Yes. No problem.
Of course. No
problems here. Yes.
There are no problems in the U.S. None that we can address tonight.
Did you bring a Christmas decoration idea?
Oh yes, absolutely. I did. I have this ratty old ornament. It's quite sentimental to me. As you can see, it is a snowman that has been hobbled and is hanging by his 2 legs there. His 2 legs.
Wow, I've a snowman that's been hobbled. So is he like captured? Is that like a criminal snowman? I've never seen one strung up like that before.
We did give it. We did get it. We did receive it on the anniversary. It was a strange cross promotion of Misery and Christmas, the film Misery and Christmas, and we received it around this time.
Okay. Wow. Are you
I feel
familiar
I
with
can
Misery,
relate.
Melania?
I feel I can relate to this Christmas decoration.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's so fanciful. Look at this man, completely helpless.
So, yes, to answer your question, Tom Patriot, I have not seen this movie, but I am familiar with the aspect of brutality.
There is, yeah. I mean, brutality is a great concept to have a firm hold on.
I love brutality. It's one of my favorite concepts.
It looks like the walls in that house were paid for with a little brutality.
Well, let's say they're not red just because I fancy the color red, or rather, my cousin Nate.
Are they painted with blood, Dame Gucci Drench?
Oh my goodness, I'll never tell.
Oh,
Now,
that is very, very...
I never got a chance to meet you before, Dame, and I do have a pressing question now, which is,
Right, go right ahead.
how did y'all, what's the Drench family fortune come from? It didn't really go into depth on it on the episode, and given the sort of, tenuous, tortured nature of your Christmas decoration there, I'm intrigued. I don't really know.
Drench. It comes from water sports. The various kinds of water sports. The polo. We also delved into theme parks, amusement parks, raging waters. That's
Okay.
us.
Hurricane Harbor, is that y'all?
That's absolutely us. You name a water
Okay.
park. You can name a water park. You can trace it back to Coochie Drench.
What about the French Riviera?
I think we've got that one too.
Very impressive.
What about NRH2O?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We just acquired that one.
Man, I used to love going to NRH2O when I was a kid. I might have to go now that the Drench name is attached to it. I imagine it's got an extra cachet of zest and life and brilliance now. Maybe a little brutality.
Absolutely. When you think coochie, you think NHR2O, whatever you said.
What about Schlitterbahn?
Sitterbahn.
That's the one where there is a kid who got decapitated by a water slide. It seems like that's right up your alley.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. We had quite the field day when the news about Sitterbahn came out. We all talked about it over breakfast. We all read the newspaper that morning, and it's quite a morning.
I have questioned Dame Coochie Drench. Do they allow 74-year-old men to go to Schlitterbahn?
Yes, of course.
Can they go on the slide with the decapitations?
Yeah, absolutely. Pack them in.
Just asking for no particular reason.
No, of course. If you need a family pass, by all means, sweetheart, just say so.
Maybe just one person pass, but yes, I will let you know. Yes, for sure.
Okay. If you want to take out the whole family in one fell swoop, you give me the old wink and a smile, dear.
Schlitterbahn would be the place to do it, Melania. That's a hell of a fun time, and you get to get your picture taken afterwards. You can buy that on the gift shop on the way out.
It's a memento. It's a precious memories that you get to hold on to for a lifetime.
I like the sound of it. Do they sell the theme park snacks, like the little churro and the other things that you buy at the theme parks?
Churros, popcorn, McDonald's French fries, basically anything that you could buy at a Disneyland park in 2002, you can purchase here.
Cheese poofs?
Absolutely.
And Melania, there is someone in the chat, Nerdy Girl Renee in the chat does have a great point, is that your husband may love water parks considering that everybody pees in the water at water parks.
Oh, yes. Well, I think that the nerdy girl Renee is probably correct about that. But of course, we are not talking about my husband. No. We are talking about just a random, idea, vague, not specific.
Oh,
but
just
yes,
a different family. If a family wanted to go, I understand.
If another family had 74-year-old who happened to also be president of United States, that is up to them.
Right.
We've all been there. It's perfectly understandable.
Of course.
Like if Jimmy Carter wanted to take his kids.
Yes. Right. Of course, yes, sure, yes.
Or the Bush family.
Them too. them too. Nixon, Clinton. Who else is it? The Obamas. No, I like them. They're okay.
Okay.
But we're not talking about anybody specific, of course. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Now, Dame, that decoration that you have, where does that usually go? Or is that why you're calling in? Are you trying to find a new place to put it that may have a little bit more eye-catching spot?
I think that is the core of my question. It looks so drab on the tree now. I'm looking for a new space, something that really says, only dead men are welcome here.
Well, what do you think about that, Melania? I mean, I as you can see, I've got a pretty Spartan setup here. We don't really decorate for Christmas around the old abandoned Whataburger. So what do you think? Where should that go?
I feel that it should go on the door leading into your Whataburger, like outside, so you know straight away what you are getting into.
Right, of course. You see this, you feel danger in your heart.
Correct. I am man. I may not come in. I may come in alive, but not out alive.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I mean that solves it right there. Dame Coochie Drench, thanks so much. I hope we can send you off with a wonderful little bit of joy and murder and brutality in your heart.
Thank you so much, and I hope I could do the same for you in equal measure.
I will be in touch about Schlittenbaum.
Yes, absolutely. You have my AOL Instant Messenger name, correct?
Oh, of course I do, Dame Coochie Drench. You are the dame. You are the royal.
It is exactly my name. You just type it in.
Well,
Correct.
there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Wow, Melania, you really knocked it out of the park. You had a wonderful piece of advice. The best thing to close out with, I think, is, that if you really want to show people who's boss, you put up a slightly murderous holiday decoration on their front door. You know what? I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to go out and get myself something from the Hobby Lobby later on tomorrow.
That is great idea, Tom Patriot.
Or maybe I'll go get holiday decorations at the Army surplus store. They probably have something I can put up that'll spook the neighborhood youths who are trying to break in here.
You probably could find, but I think that you should contact the dame, because if you hang up dead bird outside door, I don't think there's any match for this type of horror that you are, doing.
Now, this is why I come to the expert, Melania. I'm going to take that and bring that with me this holiday season. Now, we do have to wrap things up here, but is there anything else, any parting words you'd like to offer up to our esteemed viewers and to anyone else who might be watching this in the holiday season?
I suppose the only other thing that I might say is that I want to show you something. Many people think that when I put on these sunglasses, I am body double. Well, I guess I am body double now, but not now.
Huh.
That is my parting wisdom. Isn't it very, I feel it is very profound.
Sunglasses do a whole lot to change the way people look at you. That's why
Correct.
I never take mine off.
I noticed this about you, Tom Patriot.
Never take them off.
You're a man of mystery.
And that's the way I like it. And you're a woman of character and holiday spirit and vibe. So thank you for that, Melania.
Okay, and don't forget, fuck Christmas.
Fuck Christmas.
And also marriage.
And marriage. Venmo at Pack-Theater on Venmo. And thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with more classes from the Learning Annex soon. Have a great night, folks.